Yeah, you gotta follow your gut, even when it feels like a gamble. Now, what exactly does following your gut have to do with this guy? Surprisingly a lot. It's probably gonna be my longest video yet, so bear with your boy. If you've been around the comic book store once or twice, chances are you know who this is. The gun-toting, red cape-wearing, skull-covered badass. You might have seen him from the 1997 movie, video games, animated series,
a deal for your soul,
comic books, or even the figures.
Spawn, with weapons beyond your wildest imagination. Alien Spawn's gamma launcher bolts this nut to the ground. Spawn figures each sold separately.
But to me, Spawn isn't just another comic. He's really a symbol of persistence. Let me break it down.
So I won't be getting too much into Spawn's actual lore in this video, but it's more of a brief overview as to why the story can serve as inspiration for creatives. Though in a future video, I will be getting into the more nitty-gritty of the actual Spawn universe.
So imagine you're a locked-in teen athlete who just had a career stop an injury. Most would call it quits on trying to chase their dream. That ain't Todd McFarlane. Because sports wasn't his only passion. See, years prior, he had made a concept sketch. We'll revisit that sketch soon. Trust me. Todd healed up from his injuries, got a new plan in the work, but it wasn't an overnight process. Eventually living in a trailer park with his future wife and business partner Wanda, working 2 jobs just to make ends meet, but staying inspired to make it out of Canada and break into the comic industry. Practicing his drawing skills, after work, tired as hell, still locked in. Then came time to see what the big guys would say. Sending in artists for hire packets, only to be rejected, not one, twice, but up to 700 times it's rumored that he was denied from both Marvel and DC. Can't fake them 10,000 hours. Gotta get your reps in, because eventually the big names would notice, giving him a shot.
See, once Todd got his foot in the door, he ain't just stopped practicing and trying to get better. Now you see his artwork improve from titles like Coyote working his way up to the Incredible Hulk, where we got to see McFarlane's horror style really come out full display with close-ups, cinematic framing, and this real gritty, textured, heavy metal look to it. I mean, this is the guy who would go on to direct a music video for Korn in the future. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. See, at the time, Spider-Man was Marvel's golden boy. It's a major cash cow, a moneymaker, and you can't just go ahead and redesign a major moneymaker for a company just like that. Naturally, it's gonna ruffle some feathers. But the fans loved it. I mean, the numbers wasn't lying.
Even reshaping the way we see Spider-Man today. If you remember the old school Spider-Man, how it looked, we began to see a difference with the big bug eyes, the spaghetti webbing, and the crazy dynamic poses. Something that almost got McFarlane fired. A little crazy. But Todd was willing to take the risk. He was willing to bet on himself and his skills. During a reboot for Spider-Man, Todd was given the chance to pencil and ink, write the story for his own #1 issue of Spider-Man, the legendary Torment. Which I got this shirt. I got one like 12. Torment's also known for his many variants. Tons of these out there. Forgot to mention I got also a Spawn of the Dead, Walking Dead issue 223. Might as well mention that. Spawn issue 1 back here. Yeah, one of my favorites. It's loud, it's brash. Though there was more mature comics at the time, Torment broke records, and this made the suits really start to put respect on McFarlane's name. But see, Todd wasn't only about his business, it was about his family, and about sticking together with his fellow artists who shared his frustrations. Forced redrawing of pages, not being able to create comics outside of what they're contracted to do, threats of legal action if they did, having no ownership of characters they helped develop, and for Todd, a chance to get to spend more time with his family, something super important to him. So the Juggernauts at the time, organized by Todd, decided to defect from all the big comic book companies together. Jim Lee, Eric Larson, Rob Liefeld, Mark Silvestri, to name a few. And it wasn't too long after that we would see them come together to make what we now know as Image Comics, being known for things like the Max, Wildcats, Youngblood, and as we know, Spawn. More recently known for things like The Walking Dead, Invincible, and many others. And of course, a major release under Image, Spawn, would go on to become the most sold indie comic of all time in 1992.
Making the sketch of the character that Todd did all those years ago a real full circle moment.
letting the world and their competitors know that creatives have a voice, and it's loud. Image Comics would let the creators own 100% of their comics, with Image just acting really as a distribution. Spawn would surely have its ups and downs, losing and gaining readership over the years, even being faced with lawsuits from the comic, and Todd would be faced with legal battles left and right, having to fight tooth and nail for every business adventure he took on, nearly going bankrupt and losing millions after gaining it. But he didn't lose it all. He still had his family, so he didn't shake. With his wife and business partner by his side, McFarlane rebuilt time and time again, bigger and better than ever. All in all, I'm thinking Todd, following his gut feeling, ended up working out for him. As an iconic comic book creator and toy maker, from 2 jobs living in a trailer park to companies worth millions. Todd, Wanda, Spawn, the entire creation of Image Comics all serve as an inspiration for anyone with a hard-earned skill and a big vision, and who knows what's next. Speaking of that, with a new Spawn movie on the way based off the best-selling title King Spawn, which is a more horror-focused title. So if you're interested in seeing more Spawn, King Spawn movie rumored to come out 2027, led by Jimmy Fox and produced by Blumhouse, who are known for things like Sinister, The Plague, Paranormal Activity, Saw. I'm guessing gonna lean into trying to make this a franchise. I'm thinking Spawn's gonna be a popcorn action horror gore fest. If you look at all these titles I mentioned, they're big into making sequels and trilogies. So I'm hoping that's where it goes if it's really entertaining and that good enough, honestly. I wouldn't really mind to see a trilogy of Spawn movies if they really are gory and badass. So yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your time. And yeah, a lot more coming soon.